the path that we're on is climbing a mountain, and some days you can see the path. You look up the mountain, you see the path. You know where you're going. You know where you're going. Oh, hello. Some days it's a bit cloudy, so it's a bit foggy. You can't really see the path. You know where you're going, and you keep walking. But some days it's a bit cloudy. You can't see the vision. And then some days you've just sort of got to stop and look at the view. Like you've got to stop and look at where you've come from, because it's like you can keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing, and like the view is the same. All that's in front of you is rocks and rubble, and you're climbing and climbing and climbing. But if you stop and look at the view and actually turn round and look at the view and see where you've come from, then it can add a lot of perspective, because it makes you realise you're still moving. So I feel like you get days where it's foggy. Sometimes you need to stop and look at the view. Sometimes you need to just actually stop and review the map again, because you know where you're going. You can see the route, but it's like you're not too sure on the path you need to take. So you need to review the map again. And then some days you just look up, the vision's clear, and you look up, and some days it's just like, oh my god. And you actually realise how far you've got to go. I get days where I'm like stuck or lost for things to do, and it's like I don't know what to do. When I do know what to do, I've got tons and tons of to-do lists. So I've learned that when I don't know what to do, or on the days that I'm stuck, that's when I then need to plan my days, plan my weeks, because I do know what I'm doing. I've got loads of stuff to do all the time, but on the days where I don't have it planned out or set into schedule, I'm lost. Like it seems so easy just to be like, what I forgot to do. Oh yeah, that, then do it. Again, it is easy. But for me, I don't know, I can have like 1,000 things on my to-do list, but I can still be lost during the day. Does that make sense? It's so weird. So what I'm doing is I'm working with the ideal week method, and I'm planning like work blocks into my ideal week. And then I'm working in this method called the 3 3s, where you do 3 hours of work on your most important projects. You do 3 to-do list items, and then you do 3 maintenance items. So 3 hours work on your most important project, that's quite self-explanatory. 3 to-do list items, you got a to-do list, tick 3 things off. And then 3 maintenance items, that's like reading, journaling, washing your clothes, cleaning your office, something maintenance for yourself. Because I saw that somewhere, and it was like, how do you know you've been productive in a day if you don't know what defines a productive day? And I was like, do you know what? That genuinely makes sense. Because I could do 1 million things during a day, but if I don't do 1,000,001, then I've not had a productive day. Does that make sense? It's a very toxic mindset I've got, but I love it, because without it, I wouldn't be where I am, and without it, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. So you get the odd people that's like, oh, you need to chill out, you need to stop working, you need to take some time off, and it's like, yeah, I do, but at my own pace, because I feel like when your mind just races like mine, I feel like it's somewhat quite rare. That's not me saying that I'm better than anyone else. Genuinely not at all. Just my mind constantly takes over with ideas, and oh my god, if you could see the view that I'm driving through right now, it's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I have so many ideas and so many things that I put on my to-do lists, and like I have so many different brain dumps where I just fill with different information, and
yeah, a lot of people that are like, take some time off, chill out, you're always working. It's like, yeah. But you have to understand, I find enjoyment in my work. I find solace in my work. When I work, I don't know, I enjoy it. I'm having fun with it. I'm not working because I'm like, oh my god, my boss is taking me to work. Maybe everyone says stop working because of their own negative connotation with work. They, for example, might have a boss. They might not enjoy their job, which would then make them naturally look at me and be like, oh, I'm working so much. And they're like, you're working so much? Yeah. God, I couldn't do that. I don't like work. Does that make sense? Whereas I like work. I love it. I love what I do. I love like problem solving, figuring stuff out, like trying to get to the next level. So if someone doesn't enjoy their job, then naturally they're gonna say, oh, you work too much, you need to take some time off, this and that, because they think that's what you need, because that's what they need from their job. Whereas we don't need that because we enjoy our job. Does that make sense? So if someone's telling you to take time off, take it one of two ways. Take it in the sense that they actually genuinely care about you, and they want you to not stop, but be easier on yourself. Like, if you've been going ham with work for a while, like you've been proper going at it, and they see that you've been getting a bit stressed recently, or you've sort of not really been yourself or anything, just because you've been working so much, and then someone tells you to take time off, then maybe obviously consider it. Take a day, take a weekend off, go for a little trip somewhere, do you know what I mean? But if someone that you can tell doesn't really have the care or have your well-being in mind, and they're just saying take time off for the sake of it, then take it with a pinch of salt. Because you'll find that a lot of people are out for themselves. We live in a very selfish world, and people will try and stop you doing your thing to better themselves. So I don't know, maybe like you're doing really well and people can see that, so then the people that have that selfish tendencies will say, oh, maybe you should take some time off, because they're scared you're going to overtake them. That makes sense. So you just need to be careful. But yeah, I love my work, man. I love what I do. Pretty much that's just a long-winded explanation to say, be careful about who might have your best interests in mind. Honestly, I wish I could tell you how I got onto that, but I could not tell you. I'm completely rambling now. That's why I like driving, man. When I'm driving, my mind wanders. If you're ever in the house and you're feeling a bit stuck, and you're just a bit lost for direction, I get through it, yeah, sweet. And you're a bit lost for direction, then I recommend going for a drive. But I thought that car was literally towing that van then, and the van was towing the car literally, but I thought it was just very close to it. Oh, one sec. Yeah, that's why I like driving, man. I was on a phone call, so I had to cut that out. But yeah, your mind wanders when you're driving. You can think of stuff you don't usually. So if you're stuck and you're in the house and you're thinking, oh my god, you're just going through the same mindset, then get outside. Like, you don't have to go for a walk. Just get in your car and go for a drive. I wouldn't put any music on. Just be alone with your thoughts for a bit. I think that's the best way to go. Because being alone with your thoughts is underestimated. It's not underestimated. It's underrated. Because your brain can think up things that you'd never would have thought you'd thought. So that's why I have this thing where I'm like, every person, well, mainly every creative person, but for the most part, every person needs to be bored for a good period of their life. They need to experience boredom, because that's when your brain digs for things. It digs for things you wouldn't usually think about. because you're so bored. You've thought about the usual thoughts. Now your brains are like, let's mix it up a bit. Let's throw some new thoughts in there. Let's throw some curveballs in there. Like the whole reason I'm on the path I'm on now is because I was severely bored. And while I was bored, I realised that that's not the life that I want. So while I was bored, I then occupied myself with figuring out how to not live that life. Does that make sense? I went to uni for 2 years, and that was just it was pretty much just a complete wash, to be fair. I had 2 years pretty much where I was just bored and lonely. But again, like, I wouldn't change it for the world because I needed that time. And that's the thing with most bad things in your life. Time comes and goes. Time passes. Things get better. And you always end up looking back on the bad things that have happened to you with a positive mindset, in the sense of, like, you look back and you think, yeah, I needed that, or yeah, I'm glad that happened. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it's very rare people look back on a bad event and say they're not glad that happened. Obviously, there's expectations. Sorry. Obviously, there's exceptions. I'm not saying every bad experience in your life is good. I'm just saying, for the most part, you need time to be bored. You need time to be lonely. You need time to think. And not everything is as bad as it seems, pretty much. Let's just put it that way. Nothing's ever as bad as it seems, really. Again, there's exceptions. But for the most part, you can make it through anything. But yeah, some car thoughts. I'm pretty much about to jump out of the car in a minute, so I'll probably resume this when I'm running my next errand, and we'll see if I can find a better angle. But if not, it is what it is. I'm trying to keep such a low pressure thing on this accountability vlog. I'm just trying to keep it simple, no pressure. The more pressure I apply, the harder it gets to shoot, and then the more I'll put it off. So yeah.
Yeah, vlogging in the car proves more difficult than I would have thought. I'm going to have to try and find some sort of, like, actual attachment that I can use. But yeah, home, settled. I've got some things I need to do. This morning, like I mentioned in the car, this morning I set up some things of... I said, look at the flame on that. It's just stopped. It was like, yeah, man. Yeah, I set up some things for me to do today for when I got home. And I'm just about to be coming into that block, to be fair. So, good timing. Oh, hello. I've got some non-negotiables to do first. My daily habits that I'm trying to build. I've just set myself a bunch, and then I'm trying to get into a habit of doing some. Yeah, she tends to just be up and down. She don't sit down and settle. What are you doing? What's that? She's like, what's this on here? This isn't usually here. You're coming down then. You can't sit there because they can't see me. I bet you got a lovely view then, didn't you? And then later on, I've got to create a social media plan for another business and do some outreaching. But yeah, I'm just knackered today. Where are you going? So yeah, I'm going to smash some of these out and then crack on with some actual work, say. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I say actual work because these are like my daily habits that I've put in place. They're not actual work tasks for me to do. God, yeah, I look pretty tired today as well. Very sleepy today. But like I say, these videos are real. I'm not putting on any kind of personality or anything. I'm just sort of chilling. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. What was the point in that? You were comfy. You were chilling. You're gonna sit there. Where are you going? What are you doing? You can't be sat there. You can't. Come on down onto me then. Come on in. Oh. Come on. This is an everyday occurrence, by the way. It didn't happen yesterday, actually. But yeah. You just want to be on me all the time, don't you? Yes, you do. This is Smudge, by the way. Smudge, the oldest cat that I own. Bless her. Where did I get up to? 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. And then after I've done some work, I'm going to put some food in. I'm going to make a bacon sandwich, I think. I've been craving a bacon sandwich. Because, I don't know, right, this is just me. But personally, I don't eat until about somewhere between 1 to 4 p.m. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I find that when I eat anywhere before that, I end up writing myself off. I have no energy. I feel really full and bloated. Like I have literally zero energy. It makes me really tired when I eat. So it just puts me off eating. Does that make sense? So, and I don't really get hungry. If anything, I only used to eat breakfast because breakfast was normal. But now I'm like an adult and I can do what I want in that sense, and I live on my own. I don't have to have breakfast. I can have it whenever I want. So that's what I've just been doing. I've been playing around with like eating times and eating when I'm hungry, if that makes sense. Rather than waking up and being like, oh, it's breakfast time, I'll get some breakfast, because I don't actually need it. It makes me feel worse. Then again, so does lunch. I just eat whenever I eat. If I only have, I'll try and get like one big meal in a day, rather than just eating and eating and eating and eating. Because I feel like one big meal gives me all the energy that I need, rather than snacking here, snacking there, snacking here, snacking there. And yeah, I don't know. I have a very weird digestive system. Sometimes I'll eat and I'll be absolutely fine. I'll have energy. I'll feel good. And then next time I'll eat, I'll just be completely depleted. I'll have no energy. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It just writes me off completely. It's very strange. 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So yeah, I'm just eating as and when. But now I'm craving a bacon sandwich, so I'm going to put a bacon sandwich in. I actually kind of want to cut pork out of my diet. I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are. I love bacon and sausages personally. I love them, but I just don't like the thought of eating pork. It's just not a very nice meat, is it? Taste is spot on, but like you hear so many bad things about pork. Like obviously the pigs are like the dirtiest animal. The things they eat and stuff, and like it's just not. You get if the pig has parasites and the parasites are in the pork. I mean, I don't like take what I'm saying as fact. I'm just thinking out loud. Obviously, pork's haram as well, and like that's for a reason. I'm guessing. I love eating pork. But the thought of eating pork, it don't fill me with joy. Do you get me? There's a lot of things I want to do. But it's like, which ones am I going to do? There's so much I want to do. Like, I want to work out as well. I want to work out every day. I want to make these videos. I want to build a business. I want to build a brand. I want to make music. yeah, man. So much I want to do. Sometimes it's so exhausting, and sometimes I'll like I've got this thing where it's like I'll look at them like the path that we're on is climbing a mountain, and some days you can see the path. You look up the mountain, you see the path. You know where you're going. You know where you're going. Oh, hello. Some days it's a bit cloudy, so it's a bit foggy. You can't really see the path. You know where you're going, and you keep walking, but some days it's a bit cloudy. You can't see the vision. And then some days you've just sort of got to stop and look at the view. Like you've got to stop and look at where you've come from because it's like you can keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and like the view is the same. All that's in front of you is rocks and rubble, and you're climbing and climbing and climbing. But if you stop and look at the view and actually turn round and look at the view and see where you've come from, then it can add a lot of perspective because it makes you realise you're still moving. So I feel like you get days where it's foggy. Sometimes you need to stop and look at the view. Sometimes you need to just actually stop and review the map again because you know where you're going. You can see the route, but it's like you're not too sure on the path you need to take. So you need to review the map again. And then some days you just look up, the vision's clear, and you look up, and some days it's just like, oh my god. And you actually realise how far you've got to go. And it's one of them. It's one of them. The mountain can be as high as you want to set it. No one's like, yeah. Everyone has their own goals. Some people will never reach the top. Some people will. It depends on what you want to do. Again, it's like I had this analogy. Let me just do 10 of these. 10 more. I had this analogy where money's like climbing a ladder. If you're growing a business, you want money. It's like climbing a ladder. And you can get off that ladder whenever you want. So you climb in the rungs of the ladder, and there's a floor, there's a ground next to you, and no matter which rung you climb up, the floor will remain next to you. And it's like you can get off the ladder whenever you want, and you can go and stand on the platform. But it's just when are you got to be happy enough to get off the ladder? Does that make sense? Like you can climb and climb and climb and climb. It's like, oh, I've made £1,000. Nice. Keep climbing because that's nowhere near enough. Oh, I've made £5,000. Nice. Keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. Oh, I've made 10 grand. Nice. Keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. Oh, I've made 50 grand. Nice. Some people might think about jumping off then. Like, they're climbing and the floor is moving up with you as you climb. So you can literally just hop on whenever you want. You can get off the ladder, hop onto the platform whenever you want. Whereas some people just stay on the ladder, and it's like, you stay on the ladder and it's like, right, 50 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, 20 million. And it's like, some people just keep climbing. So it's like, it made me realise that there'll never be a point when you've got enough money to where it's like, yeah, I'm happy now. Because if you're like me, then the passion and the drive comes from building businesses. It comes from figuring stuff out, like problem solving. I imagine like when money's coming in and you don't have to have that ambition, that drive, then it can be a bit like, yeah, you've got money, but where's my fulfillment gone? Because this is what fulfills me. Like you can't see, but I've got 3 monitors in front of me now. All got different work stuff on. This is what I like. This is what I do. So I imagine that when you get to a certain point and you're making the money, it's like, yeah, this is all well and good, but I need something to do. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, honestly, I wish I could tell you if I was going somewhere with saying all that. I think I was just talking out loud, thinking out loud. Money's. You can climb the ladder of money, and you can get off wherever you want. wherever you want. It's all about if you're happy at that level. But yeah, personally, I want to get to a very, very high level on that ladder. And that's what I mean. Like, I set myself so much to do. It's like, because I'm aiming to get to this certain point where I feel like I'll feel, don't know, I guess we've all got an image of success in our head. And yeah, I guess we're all just working towards it. Accountability vlog or just general therapy session. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Hello. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how chill to make these videos as well. Like, obviously, if I don't speak much, then you're just watching me do some work. But then I'm like, how that could be quite interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like ASMR kind of vibe. I don't know. But my thought with this is like something that you put on while you're eating your tea. Like you put it on while you're winding down for bed. You could even listen to it while you're driving. The thing I'm thinking is like a podcast in a video form, in like a vlog format. So that I can just chill and chat about anything I want to chat about while I'm working, while I'm getting stuff done. Where are all these? What? And then we can just chill together. Like I'm not expecting you to be fully focused on the video, like watching it like intently. Just stick it on and do some washing up. Do you know what I mean? Stick it on and tidy your bedroom. Stick it on and do some work. Let's work together. Do you know what I mean? Let's literally work together. So yeah, that's actually a good way to look at it. I'm making these videos for the person who's like me, who gets lonely when they work. Because it is lonely being self-employed. You literally all you have is yourself, and like, yeah, you got your team and stuff if you build a team around what you do. But if you don't have that team yet, then it literally is just you, and it's a long road to be on your own, because you're always doubting yourself, you're always questioning yourself, you're always beating yourself up because you've not done this or that, or because you haven't done enough today, or you've not done what you said you were going to do yesterday today. And there's always so much to beat yourself up for. And it's like, oh, I'm not moving fast enough. I have so much I want to achieve in my life. I want to get so far. It's a long, lonely road to be on. Here we go. 7, 8, 9, 70. I think I'm on 70. No, I'm going to do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. So it's a long, lonely road to be on. Long and lonely. And I have loads of signs up on my wall here and down here that try and just like keep me in check. Like I've got one that right there. It says stop being a pussy. So when I'm like whining, or I'm like, oh, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not moving as far as I want to be, I'm like, stop being a pussy. Crack on. If I'm not moving where I'm going to be, if I'm not moving fast enough, then start working. Do some work. Start moving. But yeah, anyway, it's a long, lonely road that we're on. So I'm making these videos for the people that are like me, that are on this journey, on this road, on their own. And I'm making these so you can just put the video on your second monitor or whatever, and it's like we can work together. You're not on your own. So I'm making it for the people that are on that daily grind. We're all on it together. We're all trying to get somewhere. And you know who I'm talking to. I'm not talking about like, if you've got a job like a 9-to-5 job, obviously I respect it. All my friends work 9-to-5 jobs. I've got nothing against them. Like, do that. That's just not the path that I wanted to take. Or should I say, I didn't want to take that. I realised that I didn't want to take that path when I was very young. So then I figured out ways to make myself not have to take that path when I was older. Like I figured out at like 15 year old that I didn't want a boss. 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So 200. So, like I said, I'm making these videos for those that are like, those that are on that grind. Like, again, I'm saying if you're at a 9 to 5 job, that's absolutely fine. But I'm not expecting you to be able to put this video on your monitor while you're at work, because chances are you're not even allowed your headphones in. Do you know what I mean? So it's for those that are like self-employed, that are working for themselves, trying to build a business, trying to get that money in, on that constant grind. And when it gets lonely, it gets lonely. So these videos are for you to stick on. For you to stick on the on your second monitor or on your phone or something. Like if you're just working, put your phone up, pop it down, and let's chill together. Let's do some work together. Cause yeah, I'd have quite liked to work, buddy, throughout the years. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. But yeah, we can work out together. That's me thinking about the gym. But when I go to the gym, I'm going to start making, not gym content, but I'm going to make this kind of content while I'm at the gym. So if you go to the gym as well, we can work out together, and then we can work together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So again, I'm making it sound really bad, like, oh, I'm making this content for those that are lonely, or I'm making this content for those that have no friends. Like, nah, I'm making this content for anyone. But if you have no friends, if you are lonely, if you've got a massive friend group, if you work 9 to 5, I'm making this content for anyone. Obviously, I'm making it for anyone. Like I was saying earlier, put these videos on when you sit down to have a break, or you sit down to have a coffee, or you sit down to eat your tea, or just something like that. But yeah, if you live on your own, so basically what I find if I'm working or I'm like cleaning the house, there's nothing better than just like putting a podcast on and then cracking on, because music's alright, but hearing people talk and things like in your house, in your living room, as you're cleaning and as you're working, it makes you feel like there's someone else there, and you can sort of listen to a conversation and feel like you're a part of it in that sense. So it takes away a lot of that lonely aspect. So I'm just double checking this because I feel like it's going to cut off soon, and I'm trying to figure out when it cuts off, because in the last video it cut off. But yeah, you can sort of chime in, you can sort of zone into the conversation and stuff, feel like you're a part of it. So I feel like it's the same with these. Like, it's literally just me and you. It's just me and you. And that's 25 minutes? Is that when it's going to cut off? No. Not yet. I'm gonna cut it off and then come straight back, just so it don't cut me off. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, it's just me and you, and that's what I want these videos to be. I want it to just be a chill, and then I'll talk through my current mindset as and when, what I'm thinking. But yeah, it's just a work diary essentially. I'm just gonna be working and documenting my work, and then essentially that's it. Yeah, I don't want it to be like a daily vlog vibe. I don't want it to be like, oh, so today we're just going out and doing this, and then we're doing this, and then we're doing this. I want it to just be a work thing, I think. But I don't know. That's what I've done anyway. I've just picked up the camera and started filming, because I could have spent so long thinking about all this stuff before. What do I want it to be? What do I want to film? What do I want to do? And I always do that, and then I procrastinate actually doing anything. So I thought I'll just pick up the camera and film it, and then I'll figure it out as I go along. So, welcome to you're kind of inside my mind at the minute. I'm still figuring out what I'm doing with this. So welcome to my mind. I can't remember how much I got to, so I'm going to start that 100 again. Yeah. I'm so tired today. And I really need a haircut as well. I've not had a haircut since like November, which is actually terrible. Yeah, it's getting in my eyes. That's why I'm wearing a hat, because my hair's terrible at the minute. That's why I got my hood up, because my hair is just terrible. Right, let's smash these out and then I can get on with some actual work. Because I'm just about to come into my work block. It's 3:55 at the minute and my work block starts at 4, so I've got 5 minutes to smash out another 100. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. But yeah, I might just smash these out and then I might end up cutting to when I'm doing some other work, because there's no point in you just sat watching me in silence. Again, if you like that, let me know, because I'm figuring this out. So if you can let me know what you like and dislike about these videos, no matter what, just tell me in the comments, because again, I could just sit and not talk for like 5 minutes, but you might hate that, or you might love it. Again, I don't know. You let me know. Trying to find like the least obtrusive angle, so I can just sort of leave you there. Do you know what I'm saying? Third coffee. Fourth coffee has been landed. God, fourth coffee's gonna kill me off. That went down the wrong order. That. Still so good though. I love coffee. Oh my god, I love coffee. I need to chill out. I need to be careful. I drink so much coffee. But yeah, we're on with a new task, and my laptop's gonna die. Now we are into my 3-hour work block, which is between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. And that is to create a social media plan for a business. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the businesses that I'm doing it for. Not yet, anyway. That's very... I don't know. Confidential for now. If the idea is if I get the jobs and stuff and the clients I'm working for and all of this, then I'm going to film the shoots that I'm on anyway. So you'll end up seeing who I'm shooting for and who I'm working for and all that. But in the beginning, while I'm doing like outreach and stuff, it's literally just me working. That's my other cat. Thinking. Again, let me know what you think. Like, again, this is just test. Sometimes I'm silent, sometimes I'm not. Don't know if it works. But at the minute, I need to be thinking. Again, I'm fully down to keep filming and vlogging and stuff. But the moment it starts to take away from my work, like if I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna film today, and then I end up doing less work because I've been so focused on talking and stuff, then the filming will have to take a seat because I can't let the work get hindered. So sometimes I'm gonna be quiet because I'm focusing. But that's what it'd be like if you were with me anyway. Now, like, we'd speak I get on with some work. With speak, I get on with some work. Like, I'm not going to be constantly talking. So it's the same premise. So I'm sorry if it's not like jam-packed entertainment and it's like explosions here and someone winning £1 million here, and I'm not making a Mr. Beast video. Does that make sense? Maybe one day, but right now I'm just starting with something. And if I can keep the consistency there, then that's the main thing. But like I said, some days I might not even speak much. I might just be like this. But like I said, these aren't designed to be sat and watched like this. They're designed to be put on in the background. Like, if you're working, imagine you're doing what I'm doing right now. You're sat working on some client work, or you're sat making something. What was that? You sat on your computer doing something. Then imagine I'm on the monitor next to you. Or imagine you've got me in a tab that's minimized and you can just hear me. Like, we're just chilling together. That's all it is. There's no goal for this content. There's no like, by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to do this, this, and this. You're going to be a professional photographer. You're going to have your own agency and bang. Nah. Again, maybe one day. But right now, you're just here with me as I'm building these businesses, as I'm living day to day. We're just chilling together. That's all it is. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a feather. Look at that. No. Did I? Nah. I got a North Face. You'd have seen it this morning when I was driving. But it's got a hole in it. Like, it's got like a hole here. And all the feathers just keep... It's literally like I'm a chicken. And I'm just molting feathers. Right, so I need to close you down. I need to drag you over to here. And then I'm going to drag you over to here so I can see ya. There we go, a bit more organised. Right, I need to do some reading, so give me a sec. My hair's too long, man. No, I just got rid of that. Right, that's my error. Damn it. I've also developed this really weird mindset recently. And it is quite weird. Because I've never really felt it before, but if oh hello. What are you saying? Alright, lad. Come on, don't make me come for it. You're making me go for it. Oh, you little bugger, you. Come on, what are you all wet for? Or you been outside? Yeah, this mindset recently where, like, right now, for example, I've got a sniffly nose. Like, a bit of a runny nose. Ugh, it's not very nice. But I just cannot get ill. I cannot get ill. I don't know what's going on with my immune system, but, like, I've been around pneumonia. I've been around COVID and I've not picked anything up. I've just got this mindset at the minute where I cannot get ill. It's so strange. And as long as I keep this mindset, I'll be fine. So if, for example, one day if I've got a bit of a tickly cough, then I've just got a tickly cough today. If one day I've got a runny nose or a blocked nose, then I've just got a runny nose today. Tomorrow, I'll be fine. And I have been. Touch wood. But yeah. All good so far. Just crack on. I also want to know if what you do for work. What are you doing right now? Are you building a business? Are you working 9 to 5? Let me know, man. Because I'd be interested to find out. It's all well and good me chilling with you while you're working and all that. But who am I chilling with? Let me know. Makeup, this, and then once I've done this, I think I'm gonna put in my bacon sandwich. But yeah, I have to do it after. I have to give myself some incentive to finish. Does that make sense? Because like I say, I'm on my own, so I have to give myself like something to look forward to when I'm working, because it's like if I don't, then it just goes on forever. So I'm like, right, once I've done this, I can make my food. Ugh, I need it though. I feel myself getting hungrier now. Although when I think about food, my stomach it just closes up. Do you know when, say, for example, say you start talking about money to someone in your family who doesn't like talking about money, and they completely close up, and they're like, oh my god, no, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. It's like when I think about food, my stomach goes, and it's like, don't think about food, lad. What are you doing that for? But it's like, I need to eat. But my body's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, help me out here. It's really strange. That can be made a bigger. 2. What are you on? Yeah, 10. Everything's got to be formatted correctly. Everything's got to, all text sizes have got to be the same. And yes, please. Number 3. Is there any? Actually, I got a comment on the last accountability vlog, and it was someone saying that they missed the 50cc vlogs, and so do I, bro. So do I. But I've talked through what happened with all of that. What am I doing? Oh no, I just put the wrong thing in. I've talked through what happened with all that, and yeah, obviously, I'll explain for those who don't know, because again, a lot of you might not even know. But when I was younger, I've tried. Like I said, I said in the last video that I started YouTube in 2012, and that I made a gaming channel. Well, that wasn't all I made. I've made a vlogging channel. I made a gaming channel. I made, like an actual vlogging channel. So gaming, vlogging, and then I made a podcast, and then. Hello, lad. Are you coming to set me now as well? There you go. Oh, no, he's just using me as a pathway. By the looks of it. Where are you off? What are you doing? But anyway, I had this channel that was it was called 50cc Vlogs, and that basically there's this niche on YouTube where if you have a scooter or a motorbike, you can do this thing called motor vlogging, which is where you put a microphone in your helmet, you put a GoPro on the side of your helmet, and you just talk and vlog while you're riding. A bit like this. This is the kind of thing I used to do, but I used to just ride around on my motorbike. So it's essentially like I'm bringing motor vlogs back, but I'm not riding anywhere. But anyway, I used to do that. But the only reason I started that was because I had a 50cc scooter, and I wanted to watch some 50cc motor vlogs, but I couldn't see them anywhere. So I made my own. I decided to just make my own. And then in doing that, because everyone else wanted to also watch one, but there wasn't anyone doing it out there, my channel sort of blew up. So I ended up making motovlogs whenever I'd go on my scooter or whenever I'd go out anywhere. Scooter or moped, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I used to love making them videos. And yeah, someone commented saying they missed the days of the motovlogs, and I'm like, yeah, trust me, bro. I'm the exact same. I loved making them, but they had to stop because my scooter, my moped, my beloved, it got stolen. It got stolen while I was making a video, actually. I was riding and then I parked up. And then I came back from parking up and my bike has been stolen. Gone. Absolutely gone. Yoinked. Taken. Never to be seen again. That's a lie. I got it back. Basically, there was this whole thing about getting it back. There was loads of drama. Like, we were literally chasing the people that stole it in a van. I won't go into too much detail because, yeah. But yeah, we got it back. And then anyway, basically after that, the police took full credit for retrieving the scooter. When they didn't do anything. They literally didn't do anything. I was on the phone to the police and I was like, yo, I'm literally behind the person that stole my bike now. And they were like, they were basically just, it's as if they didn't want to come and they were trying to put every hindrance in place to be like, yeah, we're not coming, basically. It was like, can you provide a statement? Right. Oh, that was just so much to do. It was like, oh, would you give this number a ring? I'm like, I'm literally in a high-speed chase with these people right now. Yeah, and then I said something stupid. I was like, if you don't come and intervene, then I'm gonna knock them off the bike. I said something stupid along them lines. But I didn't. No one got knocked off any bikes. But you can understand my passion, anger. Someone was literally right in front of me, riding my bike. So obviously the anger was apparent. But yeah, anyway. Long story short, we got the bike back, but it wasn't in a riding condition. It was completely ruined. It was completely ruined. I was devastated. But luckily, just after that had happened, I actually got my car. I passed my driving test, so everything happens for a reason in that sense. But I'm just so upset. The main reason I was upset about my bike getting stolen was because of the motovlogs. I didn't want to get around anywhere. I just knew that I had something good. And I'd wanted to do well on YouTube for years. And I finally found something that was doing well on YouTube. And then as soon as I found something doing well, it gets stripped from me. Just like always with YouTube. Whether I get bullied out of it or it quite literally gets robbed off me. But it's one of them. But it's one of them. Life happens. Shit happens. Life doesn't always go your way. You can't expect life to always go your way. That's not fair. So yeah, it's one of them. We'll make it on YouTube in a different way. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it's a shame. But I mean, if you're part of the 50cc vlog audience, then let me know, because I'd love to know if you're still part of my journey in that sense. But yes, shame, man. Shame. Game of Thrones. You seen Game of Thrones? It's banging. It took me a while to get into though. It's a long series. My favorite series though it's got to be Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is so good. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, why? I recommend you get on that. Again, you might even know what happens because it's been out for, oh my god, it's probably been out for like 15 years now. Somewhere knocking up to 15 years. Wow, I've spent so much of my life watching Breaking Bad. I've seen it like 3-4 times over. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, we're getting there with this now. And I'm going to put some food in. I'm getting hungry. But then probably when I make the food, I'll probably call the video a day, to be fair, because it's just going to be me sat here. I need to figure out some new angles that I can include in this, because then it keeps you from getting bored. It keeps you from having the same view, the same background all the time. But yeah, I'm trying not to deep angles too much. I'm trying not to deep anything too much with this. The more I can just film, the better. Less talking, less worrying, more doing. Let's put it that way. But yeah, please do let me know what you think to these. Again, like I said in the last one, I'm not expecting anyone to really watch these, like, at all. I bet, honestly, if I looked at some post and I seen it said 47 minutes, I would swiftly scroll past. Again, it depends. It does depend, massively. But, for the most part, 40 minutes for a video is quite long. But I'm not making these to fit into any algorithm. I'm not making these to fit any kind of like, oh, you need to have this many tags. You need to have this many captions in your bio. Your title needs to be this long. Like, nah. I'm making this for me. I've tried making content for the algorithm. I don't enjoy it. So I'm going to make content for me. And then hopefully that resonates. Because, I mean, I feel like people make social media so hard. Like, social media, if you want to do well on social media, make good content. That's all it is. Like, if you can make content that people will keep coming back to watch or to view, or I don't know, it just keeps them coming back. If it's just good content, then you'll do well on social media. That's all it takes. Like, I was thinking about this. The amount of research I've done on algorithms and how many cuts that you should have in your video in the first 30 seconds, and how many words you should say in your first 30 seconds during a video, and how, like, the cadence of your video and the music you use, like, it doesn't matter theoretically. Genuinely, it doesn't matter. If you can make good content, then the algorithm will push it. All social medias want is to keep people on their platform, and if your content keeps people on their platform, they'll push it. They'll push it big time. So just make content, because you never know what people will resonate with. You might be doing a me, and you might be trying to make all these Mr. Beast looking videos, and it's like really fast paced and high cadence, and it's really boom, 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 exciting. But that might not resonate with your audience. A video of you washing up. I don't know. Washing up, like... Wow. Yeah, like a video of you literally just washing up might resonate better. That's the thing. You never ever know. So that's the premise I'm taking. I tried to make videos and content that looked like other people that were succeeding. And for me, I mean, for the most part, it didn't work. Like, it's not that I got 0 views. Like, you got to remember, I've got somewhat of an audience already. I have kind of an audience already. I've nearly got over 60,000 followers total. But on YouTube, I don't have an audience really. But then you got to remember the videos I did put out, they would get a bit of views due to the fact I have an audience, because some people would go over and watch it on YouTube. Which, oh my god, means the world. But yeah, none of them went viral in that sense. So I'm just trying what I want to try. And like I said yesterday, I feel like people are just getting exhausted now. People are getting very exhausted of content, and like it's all the same. It's all shout. It's all, you need to be a millionaire before this age or else you're gonna die, or you need to, I don't know. Content's just very tiring nowadays, and I feel like this kind of content's a bit refreshing, just for everyone involved. But yeah, I'm waffling. Nearly halfway through with this, and then I can go put some food in. Again, that candle smells lovely. Oh, just making sure this... Right, so this is on 30 minutes now, nearly. So let's see if it cuts out. Because that's a test. I want to test to see if it cuts out at 30. You'll be able to tell if it does, because I'll just suddenly stop speaking. Right. 3 more to go. I feel bad that I'm talking about stuff and you don't know what I'm actually doing, but it is what it is. For now, anyway. For now, as long as... What did I tell you? I said I'd just randomly cut off at some point, and luckily I caught it as it cut off. So 30 minutes. That's how long we have for one clip. I'm sure there's a way you can turn that off, because that's actually a terrible feature. That's actually a terrible feature. I remember when we used to film the podcast, and it would cut off all the time. And it'd be like, one of us would have to get up and go switch it back on. If you don't know what podcast I mean, me and my boys used to have a podcast called the What You Saying podcast. Canon, why have you done that? Why have you done that? And if there's a way to turn it off, please tell me. To be fair, I can see it coming in handy if, say, you left your camera running all night. You left your camera running, like filming, and it just turns itself off automatically. But then even no, because you could be filming like a time lapse of the sky or something. Do you know what I mean? Stupid feature. Right, one more. Excuse me. I'll give you an idea of what I'm doing, just so then you know why I'm looking back and forth and stuff. So basically, I've written a bunch of text. I've written whole plans. I'll start again. Basically, on this screen, I have like a table, and on this screen, I've got a bunch of text. So basically, I'm taking all the text that I've written down, that I've just splurged out, I call it a brain dump. I'll do like a brain dump onto a document, and then I'll structure it into a table for clients. Again, it sounds like it doesn't really give you much info, to be fair, but just know that on this screen, I'm organising things into a nice table. On this screen is just a splurge of information. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, pretty much organised. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right, yeah, cool. But yeah. Oh God, I'm so tired, and I need to go put some food in. I don't even want to know how long this video is because I've just been recording all day. But yeah, I'm gonna go put some food in, and yeah, if I film some bits later on, you'll see me. I said that in the last episode and I didn't, but it's just in case. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to say bye and then just suddenly pop up again. I'll finish this on camera and then I'll get off. But yeah, I'm gonna make some food, finish off this client work, and then I've got a video audit to make, so I'm gonna make that video audit, get it all sent off and sent out, and then we go again tomorrow. Every day, I'm trying to have that mindset that every day we start from zero. Like, no matter how good today was, I might have landed 5 clients today, but tomorrow we start again. Like, keep going. I mean, everything I say might sound like complete waffle or just garbage if you don't have your own business or whatever. But yeah. Oh, and I've just lost Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is just gone. That's good. Good. But if you do have your own business and you're watching these and you're working with me, then let me know what you think. Let me know if working with me helps. Let me know if anything I'm saying helps. But yeah, just know that we're all in this together. We're all on the same road. If you're a social media person or if you work in, if you're just starting your own business, we're in the same boat. So yeah, these videos are for you, my boy. Keep working, keep grafting. Don't get too caught up in how high the mountain is. Just keep climbing. You'll get there. We'll all get there. And I'll see you at the top. I'll see you at the top for a coffee. We'll have a coffee at the top. But yeah, keep working. Keep smashing it. And I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on these.